Untitled Library. If you haven't heard of it before, it's a digital library of press freedom within the computer game Minecraft. And we make censored articles available within the computer game in English and the language of, like the original language of the articles. I'm Christine Besse, and I'm the Media Relations Officer of Reporters Without Borders. And with me here today to co-host this event is Nuva Alvarez, and she's going to start by talking to you about the organization.
Yes, thank you, Christine. Hello. Yes, my name is Nuve Alvarez. I am a project manager here with Reporters Without Borders office in Berlin, but with focus in Latin America. Before we start the event, I would like to tell you how we have organized this event, because we are going to have two blocks. The first block is going to be introduced by Christine, and she's going to let us know why the Uncensored Library, how it was made, and how it works. And we are also going to have a tour through the libraries that we are launching today. During the second block, I'm going to be having a conversation with journalists who have been censored. During this block, we are going to have a consecutive translation into Portuguese. It is also during this moment that for those who are watching us from Big Blue Button, the chat is going to be open, so you are going to be able to start writing down your questions. Once we go to the second part, or to the third part, which is the Q&A questions, we're going to be calling your name, and then you're going to be able to turn on your camera and make your question by yourself. For all of those who are in other social media channels or in YouTube, we have colleagues who have been scanning your questions, and we're going to be reading them, because unfortunately we're not able to have you doing the question yourself. So I think that's for the organizational part. So two blocks, first Christine, then I'm going to go with the Portuguese journalist, and at the end Q&A. So without further ado, Christine, would you like to let us know which countries are we launching today?
Yeah, we are actually adding Belarus and Brazil because, I mean, last year we opened the Uncensored Library, and so much has happened since then, even though it's just a year. But I mean, we can see that the Corona crisis is started, and during this time, many people visited the library and this monument of press freedom, but at the same time, we saw many attacks on press freedom around the world. So we were kind of like thinking all the time that we have to expand the library and we have to add more articles. And then we decided for Belarus and Brazil, actually, because those are two countries where press freedom has deteriorated in an extraordinary way last year. Journalists are attacked and detained in Belarus for reporting about the mass protests against Lukashenko since August 2020. And in Brazil, journalists are directly harassed by the president and his surrounding, and because he's creating a climate of hate towards the media, but we will come to that later. So today, I'm very happy that we can explore the new rooms together, and particularly I'm really happy that we were doing that together with journalists from Brazil whose articles are republished in the library. So some of you may be watching this because you have played Minecraft before. Maybe some of you finally want to enter the Uncensored Library because you have heard about it before, but you don't know how to enter it in Minecraft actually. Or maybe some of you just think that it's important to fight internet censorship and that the Uncensored Library is a great idea. So I'm happy that we are all together here today and that we can answer some of the questions you have. And I would like to start by telling you the story of the Uncensored Library, because I have to be honest, I also didn't really expect that I would have to play computer games for my job as a media relations officer here. So maybe we can start right there at the beginning. So what is Minecraft? It's an open world game, which means that everyone can freely create buildings, just like with Lego. And speaking of freedom, that's actually the greatest thing about Minecraft, that it is accessible everywhere. So everywhere around the world. So even in countries with censorship like Egypt or Saudi Arabia or Russia or Mexico, where we published articles from last year. And millions of people around the world play it. So we use this loophole to overcome censorship and build a giant library full of books that have censored articles in them. And it took 3 months to build this library last year by 24 people from 16 countries all around the world. They built this together in Minecraft. And speaking of giant, let's have a little quiz. What do you think? How many blocks did it take to build the library? You can answer by clicking on the little poll that just appeared. I hope you could find it. I think
yes,
my colleague
all are clicking.
Yes, everyone is clicking. Everyone has been clicking.
Maybe 5 seconds.
Okay.
So I think we have it.
Okay, so my colleague Jenny will publish the results. And if you want to see them, you have to click on the little presentation icon on the right corner in Big Blue Button. And then you will see an image and the result. So, okay, most of you were right, actually. It's correct that there were 12.5 million blocks needed to build the library. Thank you for taking part. So we have this impressive design in Minecraft combined also with this use of Minecraft that never happened before. So that was definitely something, yeah, we can say jaw-dropping for the gaming community, which created over 400 videos on YouTube about the uncensored library. We also had almost 800 news articles all around the world that were published, and we reached 20 million gamers from 165 countries. So we even reached people in countries where there's censorship. So people from Saudi Arabia, from Egypt, from Russia accessed the uncensored library. So this was our aim. I think we can all be very proud that this actually worked, this crazy idea. And it was also not only the news or shared by the gaming community, it was also used by universities actually and by schools for educational purposes for young people, because this is really new to engage with the topic of press freedom within a computer game. But I have to admit, of course, we didn't come up with this great idea alone. This is why we have Tobias Natterer with us today. And he's working as a copywriter and conceptor for DDB Germany, which is part of the advertising agency DDB Worldwide and one of the biggest agencies around the world. And we are also fortunate to have James Delaney from London with us, who will give us a short tour through the newsrooms. He's the founder and managing director of Blockworks, which is a collective of over 40 designers and animators. And he's an expert in creating interactive environments within Minecraft. And he's also the architect of the Uncensored Library. So let's start with a video walkthrough the Uncensored Library before James and Tobias are taking over.
جمال خاشقجي أمس ما يحتاجه العالم العربي هو
So yes, hello. That was a quick overview of the library and the inside of the server for everyone who has been actually inside of Minecraft. One question we often get is, how did all of this started? How did it come to life? And I think we have to go a bit back a few years when Reporters Without Borders started the Uncensored playlist, where they made censored articles into uncensored songs and published them on Spotify to evade censorship. So then Reporters Without Borders challenged DDB Germany with a task to overcome censorship again, and especially reach millions of young people in countries with press censorship who are also vulnerable to disinformation campaigns by their governments. So the whole team sat down and said, it won't be easy, but we will certainly try. So we did some